Hi, Tim here from Tim's Thrifty Music, and this is the Wednesday afternoon special. I'm going to be showing you my uh, single live albums today, or records. But first of all, you might notice that the software I'm using is different. No, I'm not using StreamYard today for this video. Yeah, I'm noticing some delays in there, but I'm using the software I normally use for making my videos on, which is OBS Studio. It's the only thing it doesn't have that StreamYard has pretty much is you can't have guests on here with you, but we still have the peanut gallery. So with I can see your comments and everything or the chat as you post in there, and hi Calvin. Like I said, I'm trying some different software today because see, this software I use is the software I use for making my regular videos too, which is OBS Studio. But it's also considered to be a good one for doing live streams with. It was originally made for like gamers, like for going on Twitch and doing live streams on there. But they have it set up to work with YouTube also, and several other sites where you can do that at. Well, anyway, I can't have guests come on, but I still have the peanut gallery. And the nice thing about OBS Studio, it's open source, which means it's free. I'm not limited to like 20 hours a month of live streaming using OBS Studio, like I am using StreamYard, because StreamYard, for the free account, you're limited to 20 hours a month. And so I might use, and for a lot of the stuff I do, I'll be doing it with this software. I'll be doing a lot of it with this software anyway. So with that said, I'll start. I'll start showing you my albums, and well, actually, I can tell you also. See, with this, how I'm doing this will probably be better and easier ways for like JJ and and Stephen Sneed to stream their videos, because since they don't really have guests on, they mainly just talk in the peanut gallery. That's out there. That's out there really. This is out there really needing, because you can show. You can even show like stuff from your screen, or and all that down here. So, well, anyway, I'll get started with the records now. The first one, of course, this is the album that got me interested in this band, and I'm just setting something up. The album is Cheap Trick at Budokan. This is one that I first heard them on was because I grew up in northern Iowa. I wasn't living in the Rockford area way back then. I moved to the Rockford area till 2000. But this is an album that got a lot of people listening to Cheap Trick. It's a single album one. It's gatefold. You can see the inside and the back. But I can also say with a lot of these single albums, there's a lot here that I have that are as popular, if not more popular, than double live albums. Well, this one's from 1979 on CBS, and the tracks on here are on side A, Hello There, Come On, Look Out, Big Eyes, I Need Your Love, and side 2, Ain't That a Shame, I Want You to Want Me, Surrender, Good Night Now, and Clock Strikes 10. Just the first three on side A were hits for them real quick. Just that one side is so strong. And, I forgot to mention, I also left a link at the top of the chat to where you can download OBS Studio if you want to try it out. And like I said, you can use it for your regular recording too, and you can set it up for with your working with your camera right and your mic and everything. Okay, next up is Neil Sedaka live in Australia. This one's on RCA from 1976, and this one was it says it was at the South Sydney Junior Leagues Club, and the tracks on this one are on side 1, Sugar Sugar, Everything is Beautiful, a medley of Bridge Over Troubled Water and Danny Boy, a medley of Oh Carol, Happy Birthday Sweet 16, Star-Crossed Lovers, Little Devil, Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, and Calendar Girl. Then it's The Father of Girls and Pollen Days in A Flat. That's side A. On side B, Proud Mary, a medley of Bye Bye Blackbird, I Don't Know Why, I Just Do, and I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Then there's My World Keeps Getting Smaller Every Day, Capri Ilo or Tello, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I just don't know, can't really pronounce Italian too well, even though I've been there a couple times. Then the History of Rock and Roll, it's a medley. It has Those Are the Days, Cry, Shake, Rattle and Roll, Blueberry Hill, Great Balls of Fire, All Shook Up, Delilah, and Those Were the Days, Reprise. Next up is folk one. It's Clancy Brothers and Tommy Macon reunion. They're an Irish folk band. Oh shoot, I don't see the date of it on here. If I remember right, this is from like the 70s from 1984, and it's on Ogham Records, and the tracks on it are Isn't It Grand Boys, Mountain Dew, Whistling Gypsy River or Rover, Finnegan's Wake, Carrick Fergus, Holloway Joe, and Wild Rover. On side 2, Red-Haired Mary, Jug of Punch, The Leaving of Liverpool, The Wild Colonial Boy, Holy Ground, Boy You Go, Lassie Go. Next up is Dave Mason, head keeper. But interesting. This side is the on side A is all studio work. New studio work. The second side is live. This is an album that he did not want his his listeners to get because he was in the middle of some in having some problems with his with them at the time. It was shortly after that he went over to Columbia. Okay, here's Jesse Colin Young. Yeah, he was part of the Yardbird, or the Youngbloods also. I mean, this is from 1976 on Warner Brothers, and it says recorded live at Paramount Northwest Seattle, Paramount Theater, Portland. Aaron Petroni's Memorial Auditorium, San Rafael, and Pioneer Theater, Reno. Well, the tracks are on here on side one: Sunlight, Walking Off the Blues, Peace Song, Miss Hesitation, What's Going On, and Mercy Mercy Me, The Ecology. Side two is Corinna, Have You Seen My Baby, Rich Top, and T-Bone Shuffle. Okay, the next one are the Oak Ridge Boys live. It's around 1977 on Rockland Road Records. And the songs on here are on side one: Rocky Top, I'm Gonna Love You, Love Medley, Faded Love, and Good Hearted Woman. Side two is You're Still the One, Life's the Railway to Heaven, You Made It Right, American Trilogy, and Just a Little Talk with Jesus. Next up is Ronnie Belsapp live. This is from 1976 on RCA Records. And it was recorded live at the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville, Tennessee. And the tracks on it on Sideway are the introduction by Ralph Emery, Pure Love, a medley of I Hate You, and The Girl Who Waits on Tables. Then Welcome Talk by Ronnie. Then another medley of I Must Stand By My Woman, Man, What Goes On When the Sun Goes Down, and Daydreams About Night Things. Next is Busy Making Plans, and he finishes off the side with Elijah. Side B has Country Cookin', I Can Almost See Houston From Here. After Sweet Memories have played Born to Lose Again. Then a music style medley with Daydreams About Night Things and Cattle Call. And then Let My Love Be Your Pillow, I'd Be a Legend in My Time, and Honky Tonk Woman. Now we're going from country to some blues rock. This is Johnny Winter and this is live Johnny Winter and here's it's a gatefold. Here's the inside. See, this is on Chrysalis Records from Columbia Records. Why am I saying Chrysalis? Oh, okay. See, well, I noticed one of the things in there that looked about like the Chrysalis logo, but it wasn't. Okay, but well, see, and the personnel in this band is Johnny Winter, vocals and guitar, of course. Then Rick Derringer plays vocals and guitar, and Randy Joe Hopkins vocals and bass, and Bobby Caldwell percussion. So he has a good lineup there. And the tracks on this album are on side one is Good Morning Little Schoolgirl, It's My Own Fault, and Jumpin' Jack Flash. Side two has Rock and Roll Medley, which consists of Great Balls of Fire, Long Tall Sally, and a lot of shaking going on. Next is Meantown Blues and Johnny B. Good. So that has a good good like rock and roll vibe in it, you could say, playing all that early stuff. Next up is Slade Alive. This is on Polydor from 1972. It's a gatefold also. Here's the inside with like liner notes and track listings. And here's the back. All goes together. And this is, like I said, this is on Polydor from 1972. The tracks on it on side one are Hear Me Calling, and Like a Shot from My Gun, Darling Be Home Soon, and Know Who You Are. Side 2 has Keep On Rocking, Get Down With It, and Born to Be Wild. Next one is another one that was very popular in the late 70s. This is from 77 on Bearsville Records. This is Foghat Live. And okay, doesn't really say much about where, but the songs on it on side one are Fool for the City, Home in My Hand, and I Just Want to Make Love to You. Side 2 has Road Fever, Honey Hush, and Slow Ride. So just looking at that track listing, you know the album rocks. Next one is a Doors one that was released in 1983. It's Alive She Cried. And the track listing on it are Gloria, Light My Fire, and You Make Me Real. Side 2 has Texas Radio and The Big Beat, Love Me Two Times, Little Red Rooster, and Moonlight Drive. Next one is a band I saw in concert, but this is like 4 or 5 years before I saw them. This is Whitesnake, live in the heart of the city. And it's on Geffen Records from 1980. And the track listing on here on side 1 is Come On, Sweet Talker, Walking in the Shadow of the Blues, and Love Hunter. Side 2 is Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City. Believe it or not, I have a Crystal Gale album where she sings that song on it. And the next track is Fool for Your Loving, and Take Me With You. Okay, and I'm just checking stuff here. Okay, side 3 is James Gang in Concert. This is on ABC from ABC Records. I don't see the year on it because some of it's all rubbed out. And let's see, here's the back. It's not a gatefold. And the tracks on it are on side 1, Stop, You're Gonna Need Me, Take a Look Around, Tend My Garden, and Ashes the Pain and I. And side 2 is Walk Away and Lost Woman. Okay, a Canadian rock band, April Wine, live at the El Macambo. This is on London Records from 1977. This one has On side one, Teenage Love. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Juvenile Delinquent and Don't Push Me Around. Side two has Tonight, Drop Your Guns. Slowpoke, You Won't Dance With Me, and You Could Have Been a Lady. Next one is America Live. This is from 1977 on Warner Brothers. And it's not a gatefold, it just has some pictures on it and looks like sheet music. But the tracks on here are Muskrat Love, or Tin Man, Muskrat Love, I Need You, Old Man Took, Daisy Jane, Company, Hollywood, Serengeti Darkness, Amber Cascades, To Each His Own, Another Try, Ventura Highway, Sister Golden Hair, and Horse with No Name. So a lot of 70s hits there. Next up is Ricky Skaggs in London. This is on Epic Records from 1985. Here's a back of it. It's not a gatefold. The tracks on it are on side one, Uncle Ben, Heartbroke, She Didn't Say Why, Cajun Moon, and Country Boy. Side two has I've Got a New Heartache, You Made Me Feel Like a Man, Rockin' the Boat, Honey, Open That Door, Don't Get Above Your Heart Raising. Now this next one says it's a mini LP. It's U2 live and it's Under a Blood Red Sky. And so this has 8 tracks on it altogether. It's on Island Records from 1983. And the tracks on it that are on side one, Gloria, 11 O'Clock TikTok, I Will Follow, and Party Girl. And side two has Sunday Bloody Sunday, The Electric Company, New Year's Day, and 40. Oh, here's a woman that was real popular in the 80s. Pat Benatar, Live from Earth. This is on Chrysalis Records from 1983. And the tracks on this one on side one are Fire and Ice, Looking for a Stranger, A Medley I Want Out, and We Live for Love, and Tale is for Children. Side two has Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Promises in the Dark, Heartbreaker, Love is the Battlefield, and Lipstick Lies. Now, I have another America album. This one's in concert. It's on Capitol from 1985. And the tracks on this one are on side one are Tin Man, I Need You, The Border, Sister Golden Hair, and Company. Side two has You Can Do Magic, Ventura Highway, Daisy Jane, Horse with No Name, and Survival. Okay, next up is cream, live cream, and this is 1907 reissue on RSL Records. It's originally from 71, and tracks on this one are on side 1, NSU, Sleepy Time Time, and Lottie Mama. Side 2 has Sweet Wine and Rollin' and Tumblin'. Okay, Melanie, most people know her from the song Brand New Key. And also Lay Down. Well, this one's from, doesn't say on here. Oh, it is a gatefold, okay. It's from 1970 on Buddha Records. The gatefold has some pictures and liner notes. And the tracks on this one are Close to It All, Uptown and Down, Mama Mama, The Saddest Thing, Beautiful People, Animal Crackers, I Don't Eat Animals, Happy Birthday, Tuning My Guitar, Psychotherapy, Leftover Wine, which is a title track of this album, and Peace Will Come According to Plan. Next up are the Beach Boys live in London. This is Great Britain pressing on Music for Pleasure, or MFP. This is from 1970, and track listing is on side 1, Darling, Wouldn't It Be Nice, Sloop John B, California Girls, Do It Again, Wake the World, and Aren't You Glad? Side 2 has Bluebirds Over the Mountain, Their Hearts Were Full of Spring, Good Vibrations, God Only Knows, and Barbara Ann. Okay, but then Mason would probably like this. I have that one. Then I also have this one, which is Beach Boy 69. This is the same album, but it was a reissue from I think it was like from 75 or 76 if I remember right. 76 it looks like. And it has the same tracks on it, same track listing as the other one. Next one is one that I recently got from a former VC member that went by Kevy Meadow. This is Joe Walsh, record live. You Can't Argue with a Sick Mind. I agree with that. And it's from 1976 on ABC. Track listing on here is Rocky Mountain Way, Help Me Through the Night, Time Out, Medals, Walk Away, and Turn to Stone. Also, I was going to ask for my viewers what do you think of this software that I'm using now? Do you like it or not, or whatever? If you're not here during the regular stream, you can, it will be available for you to view online, and you can just answer that in the comments. Okay, next up is the Judy Collins concert. Oh boy, I don't have a year on this one. It's an early one. I think it's from the 60s. It's on Electra. Let me see what this is. Okay, this is mono pressing. I think it's from the 60s. But the tracks on it's not a gatefold. It's like I said, it's on Electra from with the Electra logo. It looks like that early 60s. The tracks on here are on side one, Winter Sky, The Last Thing on My Mind, Tear Down the Walls, Bonnie Boy is Young, Me and My Uncle, Wild Rippling Water, and The Lonesome Death of Hetty Carroll. And side two has My Ramblin' Boy, Red-Winged Blackbird, Cold Tattoo, Cruel Mother, Bottle of Wine, Medgar Evers Lullaby, and Hey Nelly Nelly. Oh, you have the first Beach Boys, or the Beach Boy 69 count? Okay. Yeah, I had just noticed like yesterday or the day before that those were both the same concert, so I thought that was interesting. Okay, next up are the Cowsills in concert. This is a family that the Partridge Family was based on. This is on MGM Records. I don't see a year for this one. It might be the 60s or very like 70 or 71 because they weren't really required as much to have the year until like around the late 71 or 72. But the tracks on this one on side one are Hair, Monday Monday, Walk Away Renee, Please Mr. Postman, Hello Hello, and The Cruel War. Side 2 has Good Vibrations, Act Naturally, The Sunshine of Your Love, Paperback Writer, Reach Out, I'll Be There, Good Golly Miss Molly, and Devil with a Blue Dress. So you can see it's all covers. Okay, now let's go to a different kind of music. Here's Mel Torme, live at Ice on It, I figure it's called, and it's from 1975 on Atlantic Records, and it is featuring Al Portino and his orchestra. And for those of you who watch Night Court, in that one, this is Harry's favorite artist, and it just gets hilarious whenever he sees him. Well, so the track listing on here on side one is Introduction, Jet Set, What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life, Mountain Greenery, It Takes Too Long to Learn to Live Alone, and Get Your Kicks on Route 66. Side 2 has a Gershwin medley containing I Got Rhythm, Mine, Do Do Do, It's Wonderful, Embraceable You, Love Walked In, Love Is Here to Stay, Oh Lady Be Good, A Foggy Day, How Long Has This Been Going On, Oh Bless, Oh Where's My Best, Who Cares, Love Is Sweeping the Country, Of Thee I Sing, Swanee, Strike Up the Band, and I'll Build a Strawberry Paradise. Then the next track is Superstition, and it ends with The Party's Over. The next one is a Christian artist, that's Amy Grant. This is 1981 on Myrrh Records. She started recording like 2 or 3 years before that, if I remember right. And it's not a gatefold, so. And the track listing for it is Beautiful Music, Giggle, Old Man's Rebel, Never Give You Up, Mimi's House, Father's eyes, faith walking people, walking away with you, mountaintop. All I ever have to be, singing a love song, and don't give up on me. Okay, I'll be done in very soon. I'm going pretty quick today with these. The next one is Procol Harum live. And this is the concert with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra and the Camera Singers. So I'm guessing it was in Edmonton. And it's not a gatefold, so. And yeah, it looks like it was at Edmonton, Alberta hub, so up in Canada. Side 1 has Conquistador, Whaling Stories, A Salty Dog, All This and More. Side 2 has In Hell 'Twas the Night, Glimpses of Nirvana, 'Twas Tea Time at the Circus, In the Autumn of My Madness, Lick to Your Soul, and Grand Finale. And this one was on Christmas and A&M from 71, it looks like. Oh, 72. Next up, one that a lot of people that like hard rock like. This is Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush. There's but a lot more people than that like it too. Like them too. This one's from 1978 down Columbia. The track listing for it on side 1 is Introduction, The Answer, Dragonfly, I'm a King Bee, excerpt from Backdoor Man, and the New Rock and Roll. Side 2 is Johnny Be Good, talking about feeling. Excerpt from Who Do You Love, Electric Reflections of War, The World Anthem, and Purple Haze. Next one is a group of black artists. This is, I'm seeing if it says the year on here. It looks like it says 1974. But several black artists that became known in the late 60s, early 70s together. And this is Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Donny Hathaway, the Staple Singers, and Ray Charles recorded live at Newport in New York. Okay, the tracks on here are on side 1, Ray Charles with Every Saturday Night, Aretha Franklin with Brand New Me, Just Met by Ray Charles, and the Staple Singers with You're Gonna Make Me Cry. Side 2 has Signed, Sealed, Delivered by Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway with Valdez, and then with the Staple Singers with And the Lord Will Hear. Yeah, the Staple Singers started out more as a gospel group, but they had hits that made it into the top 40 here in the United States. So next up is a folk band. This one, if I remember it, it's from the 50s or early 60s. This is Weavers at Carnegie Hall. This is on Vanguard Showcase records, and of course in the Weavers are Pete Seeger, Ronnie Gilbert, Lee Hayes, and Fred Hellerman. And tracks on this one are on side 1, Darling Corey, Kisses Sweeter Than Wine, Pay Me My Money Down. Oh wait, they haven't divided into the other groupings inside of the tracks, or inside of the sides. Like starting out on side one, it's folk songs, comic, and sentimental. So those are Darling Corey, Kiss is Sweeter Than One, Paving My Money Down, Green Sleeves, and ends with Rock the Line. Then next is Around the World, which the tracks are Around the World, Slop-Eared Mule, Bright Shines the Moon, Arts of Ellen I knew I'm not sure how to say it. Hey Lee, Hey Lee Low. Then Limoy, Vega Chaleo, Saluram, and Shalom Chavarim. Next on side two, the first one section is the Weaver's personalities. So first is Lonesome Traveler, that's Hayes. I Know Where I'm Going, Gilbert. Woody's Rag and 900 Miles, Seeger. 16 Tons, Hillerman, and Follow the Drinking Cart, Seeger. And then the last part is 3 hymns, A Lullaby, and Goodnight. And the tracks for that are When the Saints Go Marching In, I Got a Home in That Rock, Hush-a-Bye Baby, Go Where I Sent Thee, and Goodnight Irene. Next album, okay, Gordon Lightfoot, Sunday Concert. This is gatefold. You see all those pictures in there, and track or liner notes over in there, and here's the back. And it was recorded March 1969 in Massey Hall, Toronto, Canada. And it's on United Artists. Let me see if it shows the year. Oh, yep, it shows 1969. And the track listing is on side one in a window pane. The Lost Children, Leaves of Grass, Medley I'm Not Saying, and Driven End of Darkness, Apology, and Bitter Green. Side two has Ballad of the Yarmouth Castle, or Yarmouth, I'm not sure. Softly, Boss Man, Pussy Willows, Cattails, and Canadian Railroad Trilogy. See, I saw them in concert. It was in the 2010s. I know that. It was in a nice oak theater that's been refurbished and stuff. Back to looking like it did in the past. Next one is Joan Baez in concert. This is from the early 60s. I know that. And the track listings on here are Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. Making sure this is volume 1, and it's on Vanguard. I'll start over with the track listings on side 1. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, Jordy, Copper Kettle, Kumbaya, What Have They Done to the Rain, Black is the Color, and Danger Waters. Side 2 is Gospel Ship, House Carpenter, Pretty Boy Floyd, Lady Mary, Ate Amanha, and Maddie Groves. Next one, Mountain Live, featuring Leslie West and Felix Papalardi. This is on Windfall Records from 1972. The tracks on it are on side 1, Long Red, Waiting to Take You Away, and Crossover. And side 2, the full side is taken up by Nantucket Sleigh Ride. Okay, I showed you Joan Baez in concert volume 1 just a little bit ago. Here is part 2. This is on Vanguard, and the track listings on here are Once I Had a Sweetheart, Jack-a-Roll, Don't Think Twice, It's Alright, We Shall Overcome, Portland Town, Queen of Hearts, Bahati Carnival, Theodore, Side 2 is Long Black Veil, Scenario, New Bello Cardello, With God on Our Side, Three Fishers, Hush Little Baby, and ends with Battle Hymn of the Public. Now, here's one a little different. This is Flautist. Yeah, he played with Dan Fogelberg on Twin Sons of Different Mothers. And like I said, it's Tim Weisberg, album's on A&M from 1976. And the track listings are on side 1, The Good Life, Rainbow City, Discovery, Listen to the City, and Your Smiling Eyes. Side 2 has Duda, California Memories, which has Sandcastles and King's Highway. Then there's Castillo and The Chase. Well, I'm on the last couple albums now, so this is a shorter video today, and then I'll be having another one tomorrow. That's soundtracks. But this one is Derringer Live. Of course, it's Cirque Derringer. It's from 1977 on Blue Sky Records. And track listing on here on side 1. It's not a gatefold. So here's the back. I'll show you it quick. But track listing is Let Me In, Teenage Love Affair, Sailor, and Beyond the Universe, all on side 1. On side 2, there's Sitting by the Pool, Uncomplicated, Stay Alive and Well, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. And the last one is a concert, and it's also a fundraiser. It's album is the Music for UNICEF concert. It's let me see something. It has introductions by David Frost, Gelder Radner, and Henry Winkler, but it's pretty much like hosted by like Andy Gibb and I think Olivia Newton-John, if I remember it. I can't remember. But the artists on here are ABBA, the Bee Gees, Rita Coolidge, John Denver, Earth, Wind and Fire, Andy Gibb, Chris Christopherson, Olivia Newton-John, Rod Stewart, and Donna Summer. And what they did for a fundraiser, they I think most of them had made it so the royalties for the song or songs they sang on here went to UNICEF, which when I was a kid, they'd have kids go out with like can't remember what they looked like, but it's for people to put coins in like pennies and stuff, and I think it was like pennies for UNICEF or something like that they'd say when they go collecting it. But this one's from this on Polygram, and I'm trying to remember the year. I think it's like 1980, 79 or 80. And the track listing on here is September and That's Way of the World by Earth, Wind and Fire, I Go For You by Andy Gibb, Mimi Song by Donna Summer, Rest Your Love on Me by Andy Gibb and Olivia Newton-John, Chiquitita by ABBA. Side 2 has Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart, The Key by Olivia Newton-John, Rhymes and Reasons by John Denver, Fallen Angels by Chris Christopherson and Rita Coolidge, and Too Much Heaven by the Bee Gees. I know it gets that way sometimes, Calvin. How do you like this software I'm using to stream this today? I figured I'd try it out. It's a software that I use for my regular videos, but it also has streaming capability, and my camera's a 720p camera, so I have it set up for that. Yep. But like I said, I left a link for that software at top if you want to use it for like regular videos or even streams, because you don't have the guest part, but you do have the peanut gallery, and I'm thinking about using this on more of my videos. There's sometimes I'll use Streamer for or whatever, or use it for having guests on, but if I'm not having a guest on, if it's more for a peanut gallery type, I'll use it like for this. Like I'm planning on doing something like Stephen Smee in the future. I'm going to won't start that until sometime after Labor Day. I don't know when yet. So if you like it, or those that might view this later, just put in the comments if you like this format, so I'm going to be going now. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time for showing soundtracks that I have in my collection. It won't be all the soundtracks. It will be more for the ones where there's famous artists in it, but it's usually they're not in the cast, or they're singing one or a song or two on it, or it might be like in the 80s, or it got to be just songs from different groups in it. But so that will be tomorrow. So until then, take it easy.